Bonjour tout le monde.
Bonjour.
Hi,
Bonjour.
it's Sacha Blanchet, and today I'm with my mother. She's actually visiting us, and I thought it would be kind of fun to show you how we cook here. You know, I love cooking, and you know, this is one of my passions when I'm not out showing houses or negotiating a deal. I love coming here in the house and just taking time for myself. And today I have the pleasure to have my parents, my mom especially, that's going to be cooking with me. She's coming all the way from Quebec. As you know, I'm from Quebec, Canada. And today we decided we want to cook something that will be very typical French Canadian from Quebec. So we decided to go ahead and cook poutine. So we want to get started. Of course, you know, for the poutine, the first thing we're going to do is take some nice big potatoes from Idaho and just take all the skin off and chop everything. We'll go in and...
Yes.
So I'm not very good, but then we love like chopping those into smaller pieces like that. And make some nice big French fries. So am I doing it right?
Yes.
So my mom,
You
of course, speak French. So I'm not sure how your French is. Very limited English, but I think we're
But that's
enough.
right.
That's right. So we go in and cut all the potatoes.
I don't take plusieurs fois many times poutine because it's no good for if you eat often.
It's not very healthy. So it's very fat, and it's actually comfort food that people use, especially when you're out at the bar, you're eating, you know, after like 2 a.m. and you had a couple of drinks already. So great comforting food. So we put all of those, of course, into
put in the water.
Water.
Cold
water. Yes. Yeah. And when we're all done with this, we're actually going to go into the fryer, and we're going to go in and put the potatoes. We already have some prepared here. So now we're going to go take in all the fries, the potatoes, and we're going to put them into the fryer.
Yes.
Okay. So. Now we'll take all of those. My hands are clean. Put all of those into the fryer. Okay. And we'll put them into the fryers and let that fries for a few minutes. What's very important to do on poutine is to make sure that the potatoes are fresh. Don't take the frozen French fries and put in the fryer. It's not going to be as good. So actually the real typical poutine, it's always hand cut potatoes. So sometimes I go to Montreal and I see people sitting on their chair and they're actually cutting them by hand as well. So it makes a big difference, and it's always more fresh. Usually when I do poutine, I usually put the fryer outside because this actually kind of brings some smell in the house, the frying. So I usually prefer to have it outside. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, no,
There's nothing better than a nice glass of French wine when you're cooking. It's very relaxing. And so my parents really enjoy their trip here. The weather is so amazing, and since it's already kind of snowing already in Quebec right now, so they really enjoy their time here. Beautiful sun. So we'll know when the French fries are perfect. It's when they're actually turning gold. So right now it's not completely ready yet. So we'll wait a little bit longer. It takes usually about like 10 minutes. Poutine is very popular dish in Quebec. You know, you even go to McDonald's and they have poutine there on their menu. So every Quebecers knows about it. But as soon as you go out of Quebec, then nobody really knows about it. So even in Florida, there's actually a lot of places where a lot of people from Quebec are going. They actually open restaurants there that serve poutine. So we have a few very good places here in town that serve poutine. It's hard to find, but we know one place where I approve it and it's amazing. It's a short leash hot dog right there on 7th Avenue in the Melrose district. One of my favorite places when I feel like having a good poutine. My mom has been there to teach me pretty much everything that I know about cooking.
Soup.
A lot of soup, because it's so cold in Quebec. So we like the warm soup. Spaghetti sauce.
Italian
spaghetti.
sauce.
Very, very good.
Canadian.
Croton also is another really good dish. It's like a boiled pork that you put on your toast. Very, very good to start your day. So while the French fries are actually cooking here, I'm going to go ahead and start our sauce. We actually use the poutine sauce from Saint-Hubert. Saint-Hubert is a very well-known restaurant chain in Quebec, and they have the best poutine sauce packaging. So you can actually buy it online, or you can go to Quebec and buy it in any groceries. They sell that there. So it's very simple. All you have to do is put the package into a little container like here, and you go ahead and add water to it. So all the instructions are on the packaging. So very, very simple. So then you go ahead and pour that and have that, you boil that for about 15 minutes until it's ready to go, and you stir it. You've got to make sure you stir it. And that's going to be our sauce that we're going to be using when the French fries are ready. Okay.
C'est prêt, ça.
Parfait. C'est très prêt. On va fermer notre we're going to close our fryer. Very careful, it's very hot. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be putting all the French fries into that big bowl here. And with a nice Scott towel at the bottom. Okay.
Le sel n'est pas ici.
I want to put a little bit of salt in it. So we do have salt right here. Nice salt. Perfect. And okay, we're gonna remove some of the fat off the potatoes. Okay. So when they're out of the fryer, I'm gonna go ahead and take all those fries that were just salted and put them in each of the small bowl. Here we go. Perfect. And more on this here. Then we're gonna go ahead and we'll put the cheese. These are actually cheese curds. So they're actually a little difficult to find, but you can still find those cheese curds. It's actually the squishy cheese. It's really, really good. So they have a lot of those in Wisconsin as well, but in Quebec they have some amazing one too. So we'll go ahead and put some of the curds on top of the fries. Right, and when we have the cheese curds already on top, then my mom's gonna go ahead and pour the gravy on top. You can do it. Okay, and pour the gravy on top. So it's a brown gravy. I usually put about like 2 of those, about 1 cup total. So, and I think we're good. And then we're gonna be able to try some of this. Can't wait. Mom, it's for you. And we're gonna go ahead and try it and see if it's good. Santé. Very good. Excellent. It's not the most healthy things to eat, but it's very, very good once in a while. Great. This is Sacha Blanchet with Sacha Blanchet Real Estate. I am so glad that you guys were here with all of us, with my parents visiting me in Arizona. And I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to reach out to us if you have any other questions. See you later.